went through. So I got all the way through and I went to click back on the screen and it said that it had cut off for whatever reason. So yay. Anyway, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Jax McGlone. I'm the founder and CEO of Spring Forward to Freedom. And today I would like to talk to you about purpose. So I want to pose a few questions. So I was curious, have you ever found yourself having trouble finding your purpose, or found yourself a little bit complacent? Something will strike your interest, but it just never seems to keep your interest. And you're not alone. It happens to the best of us. So, are you already an entrepreneur, or, indirect sales or something along that nature? And you've gone to your coaches and your mentors and you're just like, I can't seem to make anything work. And they're just steady, plan, organize, SMART goals, and so now you're like, okay, I've got this. You got your vision board and all your goals broken down, and you want to make $1 million, and you have it broken down into, $10,000 a month, and whatever it is that, you want to make, and how much you have to make per day, and yada, yada, yada. All right. So, but you're still just like, feel like you're beating your head against the wall, right? And if you can resonate with that, can you put a 1 in the comments there for me? So I want to present a little bit of a solution here for you. So, the problem first, I apologize. So the problem here lies that you're confusing your goals with your purpose. So we all want a purpose in life, right? So we all want to know why. We always, yeah. Hey, Tom, we all ask ourselves, why am I here? We all want to know, what are we here for, right? But we go through life, one task into the next, into the next, into the next. So the first thing to do is to understand the difference between a goal and a purpose. So goals are achieved and a purpose is fulfilled. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, so we set goals, and then within those goals, you can break them down into even smaller goals and smaller goals. But essentially, once you set the goal and then you achieve it, then you move on to the next and to the next and to the next. Once it's set and achieved, it's gone, right? And so, whereas purpose stays constant, and it's something that you'll find that you actually already do all the time, naturally. Just, you'll find yourself constantly in the same kind of, situation and things that make you genuinely happy. So what I'd like to do is give you an actionable step today in order to help you find the difference, so you can figure out what your purpose is and separate that from your goals. Your goals are part of your purpose, but they're everyday life. We can set goals in any and everything in our life, but our purpose is going to be constant, and it's going to be more deep set. Your purpose. You love to share it. Execution is my challenge. Focus, creating a mental image of the life I want to live. Yep, that's great, Tom. I want to hold tight on that real quick. Hey, Desiree, hold tight on that real quick. I'm gonna address that real quick at the end here. So, I want you to do an exercise for me. I want you to go and get, 500, maybe 1,000 index cards, little 3x5 index cards. And what I want you to start with on the first set of index cards is I want you to start listing out all of your positive qualities. And this is not a point in time where you need to be modest. Okay, so you want to list out every single thing that about you that is a positive quality. Okay, and if your purpose is generally I am followed by attitude and an action, so you're going to try and stay along those lines. So on the second set of cards, I want you to write actions that you find comforting or nurturing. And if you get stuck, ask a friend, what are some things about me that I do that, that make you feel comfortable, or that make you feel safe or happy, or, those kind of things. So then look at the people that you admire, that you look up to. What are the things about them that you admire most? Because more than likely you embody those characteristics as well. So you're going to go ahead and write those down on the cards. All right. And so eventually, if you're writing out all these qualities and all these actions, you're going to start to see a pattern. Okay. So I want you to group the qualities and the actions together, right? And when you're doing this, you're going to be doing it to form that sentence. So you have the framework, I am, and then you have an action, or I'm sorry, an attitude, and then an action. All right. So, and when you're doing this, you're not going to be looking for what's right. Okay. You know, what's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. It's not necessarily what's got to fit into the cookie cutter world. It's what resonates best with you. Okay. And so go through the cards, grouping them together, and say them out loud, right? I am an joyful inspiration. Okay. You know, just something like that. I am a compassionate friend. And it's going to be very short and to the point. I mean, that format's going to be I am, quality, and action. Okay. And then as you're saying those, grouping all those qualities and actions together, you're going to click on one, or one's going to click, and you're just going to be like, yes, that's me. That is what I always do. And that's what I'm always going to do. And when that happens, you're going to find that you're going to want to shout it from the rooftop. And so, and Tom, this is where I want to address what you were saying, that you know your purpose, and you're just like, yeah, here we go. So in fact, instead of sharing your purpose, I want you to actually keep it to yourself. And you're going to want to keep that. It's a sacred thing, you know? And so I want you to think of it like a plant, right? A plant has its roots buried and anchored really deep within the soil. And so that must be like the essence of your purpose. You don't want anybody to get to it. And, you know, and so you don't want anybody, you know, the roots keep everything grounded. They feed the entire plant. And without the roots, the plant can't survive, can't exist, right? So, right, I know you'll water it. So, but what I need you to do, though, is keep that purpose deep down inside of you and nurture it, and root yourself really deep down. And then when you do that, what that allows you to do is allows you to grow bigger, and allows you to bear more fruit, and allows you to nourish more people. But if you're not grounding yourself into the essence of what is your purpose, then your roots are going to run along the surface, and you will eventually just kind of uproot and fall over. It won't be true to you. So there's the roots. Okay. I'm not really sure what's going on in the comments over there. Someone at a couch. I don't know. But anyway, so if you're finding some value from this video, or some entertainment in whatever's going on over in the comments, if you could give it a like and a share, that would be fantastic. And then I will include a link above for Facebook and below on YouTube in the description that will gain you access to the system that launched my online marketing career, taking me from a single mom working 2 jobs and going to school full-time. My kids were raising themselves, to now being a stay-at-home mom, and I've launched my career to a public figure. So I want to say thank you, and I appreciate every single one of you, and good night.